'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the spaceship not a creature was stirring, not even a pigsy, really? The stone chests were placed by the lava fall with care, in hopes that keep-a-claws soon would be there. The things were steadfast, just guarding their posts, while visions of shadows alarmed them the most. And Miru with her claws, and I with my bell, had just hunkered down, hoping all would go well, when out of the window there arose such a bluster, I climbed out of the shadows with all I could muster. The skybox it glowed, much to my delight, and gave luster of midday to all objects in sight, when what to my weary old eyes should I see but a red blocky sleigh and 8 tiny leafies, with a little gold driver which glowed in the dark. I knew in a moment it must be my mark. More rapid than chisards his coursers they came, and he jingled and jangled and shouted their names. Now petal, now petiole, now needle and leaflet, on flitter, on flutter, on Cecil and Peanut. To the top of the ship, point us into the squall. Now soar away, soar away, soar away, all. Like dried out leafies that before wild winds fly, when they meet with an obstacle, they mount to the sky. So up to the ship top the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of gifts and keep-a-claws too. And then in an instant I heard on the hull the footsteps of leafies, followed by a short lull. As I brought up my bell and expected the worst, through the teleporter Keep-a-Claws emerged in a burst. He was hued in all gold, lacking proper attire, and presented no target for me to acquire. The presents he planted came out of thin air, and he had some antennae in place of his hair. His eyes looked so empty, his mouth big and scary. His arkstones, like lights, made the things feel quite wary. Under his mouth he wore a black bow, and the stones on his chin had a cerulean glow. The stone on his head was poised like a lantern, and the radiance it had could have lit up a cavern. He walked on 4 legs, nearly dragging his belly, that shook when he waddled like a block of goo jelly. He was chubby and plump, with a round disposition, and I gasped when I saw him and gave away our position. A blink of his eyes and a flick of his tail soon led me to know this operation would fail. I didn't have the heart for this sort of work. Taming Keep-a-Claws would make me feel like a jerk. I called off the mission. He was too good to enslave. As he left through the teleporter, I gave him a wave. He mounted his sleigh, to his team jingled, and away they all flew, giving me quite a tingle. But I heard his chimes ring as he drove out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.